All right, everybody.
That looks terrible.
Welcome to the first, obviously the worst, not sure podcast. We're not sure what we're doing. I should not say podcast. I should say vlog. Obviously, we're not sure what we're doing. I mean, that's not obvious. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna make a little pocket now. That's your problem. There we go. There we go. The angle is off. But get a ring or something to fix it. Anyway, today we're talking about, I suppose, weather.
Yeah. Well, you got to say Happy Father's Day. We can't just.
Well, Happy Father's Day to me and anybody else here who listens who's a father, which I think most of our viewership is not fathers. My statistics say it's mostly ladies between 35 and 40.
You wish.
No, I'm serious. Our largest chunk of viewership is ladies between like 30 and 45. Anyway, so you made me lose my whole train of thought. You're good at that.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so I swear, since moving to Tennessee, which was where we are, that I have moved into the devil's armpit. Because in Texas, it's like, it's not humid, but it's hot, right?
Because it never rains.
In Tennessee, it's not as hot as in Texas, but it's humid, really humid. So like, it's hot and sweaty. So it's like, I swear I live in the devil's armpit. Although I was reliably informed the other day
Hey, sit down.
that Louisiana is the devil's armpit. Sit in your seat and stop. That Louisiana is the devil's armpit.
Louisiana is worse, yes.
So I'm just going to take that for what it is. So what part of the devil's body would Tennessee be?
There isn't one.
I'm just going to go with the shape and say balls.
Really? That's not family friendly.
I do not mark these videos as family friendly. Anyway, so what do you think?
There isn't one. Tennessee is God's place on earth.
Can you speak up?
You heard me.
God's place on earth?
Yes.
Well, I just had to say that the lords of country music disagree with you because,
One band, who most people don't even know who they are, is
Really?
not the Lords of country music.
Nobody knows who they are.
I bet you can't even tell me what their name is.
Who wrote God Bless Texas?
I don't know who wrote it, but I know who performed it and cut the song. And I bet you can't even tell me.
Well, why don't you tell me and I'll tell you if you're right.
No, but you gotta tell me. I know it.
It's Asleep at the Wheel.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Asleep at the Wheel?
No, it was not.
Who was it then?
It was a band called Little Texas.
Okay.
So you don't even know.
See? Some of the best country music is written by guys in Texas. Lone Star.
Nah.
Lone Star.
Nah.
Anyway.
They have good songs, but they're not, And if you want to talk music, Texas does not have a monopoly on music.
Texas never claimed a monopoly on music.
Texas does.
Just a
but its
monopoly.
citizens do.
Just a monopoly on the best music.
No.
We have the best bands.
No, you don't.
Name a band, name a best band in a genre. Bet you it came out of Texas.
Any band, any genre,
No, best band.
but I can name any band I want that I think is the best band.
As long as you're being realistic.
Out of any genre.
As long as you're being realistic.
Out of any genre.
Yes.
Five Finger Death Punch.
They came out of the military. They're not even from a state.
But they're not from Texas.
San Antonio is a military city, USA.
And still, they're not from Texas.
No, Military City, USA.
That doesn't count. None of them are from Texas.
Doesn't matter. Okay, but, alright, here I go. Best country music band ever, or currently operating. Let's go with that. George Strait, Asleep at the Wheel. Boom.
George Strait is not a band. He is a
Asleep
singer.
at the Wheel. And George Strait himself and Asleep at the Wheel are both from Texas.
Okay, we have Elvis.
You have Elvis?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that guy who couldn't figure out what genre he was in?
You know who else we have?
Who?
George Jones.
George Jones is dead.
It doesn't matter. He's still one of the best. You know who else we have?
Okay.
Conway Twitty. You know who else we have? Dolly Parton. You know who else we have? Loretta Lynn. You know who else we have?
Let's talk about some other genre in the country.
Well, you started country.
I did, but I went with best, and now you're
And
all these
are
second
all
rates.
No, these are all the best.
None of them are better than Strait.
Yes they are. Dolly Parton was better than George Strait all day long. George Jones, Conway Twitty, they're both better than George Strait all day long.
Agree to disagree.
You're biased.
Of course I'm biased.
So therefore, your judgment cannot be valid.
That's not true. The whole point of having an opinion is to be biased. Once you have an opinion on a matter, you are no longer unbiased. That's why one of the questions they ask in a courtroom is, do you believe the party is innocent or guilty? And you'll be disqualified no matter what answer you give. Because if you have
You're
an
just
opinion
mad
on it,
because I
you're
just
biased.
single-handedly proved to you that we have better musicians.
You have better country musicians, maybe.
Oh, it's
That might
guaranteed.
just be because you have Nashville.
No, we don't really claim Nashville. I mean, we do, but we don't. Nashville is our version of Austin.
Okay, so then let's go with a different genre, okay?
Okay.
How about the best heavy metal bands of all time came out of Texas?
No, they didn't.
Really?
No, they didn't.
What's some of the best heavy metal bands?
Metallica, Korn, Slayer. None of them are from Texas.
All right, I'm really talking out my ass. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about music. Period. I mean, the best music ever written just came out of Germany.
No.
Oh, come on now. Bach, Beethoven, German.
Yeah, they're German, but I wouldn't call them the best music ever written.
Okay. What was his name? Schumann, Brahms, also both German. Who wrote?
So is Wagner.
All German.
Yeah.
Freaking
still
the guy on
wouldn't
the
say the best
piano. The
music
guy on
ever.
the piano.
That's helpful. All of them played piano.
Chopin, German,
No, it wasn't.
wasn't he?
Chopin was from Poland.
That's the same shit. It's one of the Germanic states.
No, it's not. Poland is a completely separate country and always has been.
It's a Germanic state.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Poland is a Germanic state.
No, it's not. Their culture is drastically different. Poland is more Slavic than German.
I'm from Texas, and we have Poles and Germans, Polacks and Krauts living right next to each other. The only way you can tell the difference between the two is the freaking hair color and the fact that they both hate each other.
Poland is more Slavic in culture than German.
They just have blonde hair. That's all. The only difference.
Nope, their language is entirely different. Anyway, you were saying keep going. I can do this all
Texas's
day.
culture is more diverse than Tennessee, and we're not racist.
Yes, you are. You're
We're
just
not
racist
racist.
against different people.
Who are we racist against? And
The
if you-
Mexicans.
No, the Mexicans are racist against us. There's a difference.
That
We don't-
sounds like projection if I ever heard
We do
it.
not hate the Mexicans. In fact, our economy would collapse without, the Mexicans who never left. So they're really just Texans?
At least you're admitting that y'all didn't do everything.
Oh no, they fought. They're Texans. The Texans won the Texas War. for
Well,
Independence.
let's not also forget that if
Mexican-American
it
War.
weren't for Tennessee, Texas wouldn't exist.
Oh, 113 Tennesseans sure made one
Nope.
huge difference.
Over 30,000 Tennessee volunteers fought for Texas between the Texan War for Independence and the United States American War. Or
I mean,
Mexican
the Mexican-American War.
Yes, the Mexican-American War.
We could have won the Mexican-American War on our own. Thank you. In fact, most of the
No,
people
you
who did the heavy fighting were just Texan volunteers.
That's not true.
That is true. The
Tell
Texas,
that to Robert E. Lee at Veracruz.
who had more Texans under his command than anything else.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He was commanding United States volunteers.
Yeah, you know who was technically a part of the United States at that point, who were volunteering by the hundreds of thousands? Texans.
Yes, but Texans still had their own uniform. There was a big difference.
The Texas,
Oh, you know who else is from Tennessee? Sam Houston. Your very first governor. Your very first president.
we don't like to claim him
Yeah, because y'all are ridiculous.
because he was an asshole.
You know who else is from Tennessee?
If you say Austin,
Stephen Austin was not from Tennessee.
if you say Davy Crockett,
Yeah, he was from Tennessee.
nobody cares.
Everybody cares.
The only reason anybody cares about Davy Crockett is because Disney made a movie about it,
That's not true.
and because his idiot boyfriend wrote a book.
That's not true.
His idiot boyfriend did write a book.
He didn't have an idiot boyfriend, but okay.
Anyway, not saying David Crockett was a bad person, but he wasn't that big of a deal.
He is.
He is now. He wasn't when he was alive.
Yes, he was. He was a United States congressman when he was alive.
A lot of people are United States congressmen. I know a lot of United States congressmen.
You know one senator. That's it.
Who do I know?
Nathan Macias. See?
I feel like I know more than that.
No, you don't. You know people who have attempted to run for office, but none of them were successful.
I guess that's true. They should have won.
Okay, when are you going to learn not to have these conversations with me? Because I always win.
But
Every single time. I
I
always win. I always have the facts, and I always know what I'm talking about.
is that true? All right, Justin.
But it's true in my case. It wasn't in Justin's.
At any rate. So we're now pulling up on our destination. So we're gonna have to cut this short.
Going to see my dad for Father's Day.
If y'all wanna,
Which, happy Father's Day to your dad as well. In heaven. Which your brother put out this morning.
yeah. Anyway, so if y'all want to see more of this kind of content, we're gonna try and do more of these ad lib little things because we're having trouble actually having time to sit down and do anything. So we're gonna start doing stuff like this. So if you like this kind of content, let us know. Stick around. Bye bye.